Now we could talk some shit. Whoa.
Many badges have gone through some much-needed adjustments. Most notable, the Deadeye's fire off more often, ankle breaker limitless range not quite as powerful, defensive stopper stronger. The Deadeye's fire off more often.
From the clips I'm about to show you with Curry from the 2KU prelude, I'm going to demonstrate what's considered a light contest in 2K19. Now as you can see, what might be considered heavily contested to many is considered light in this game. If you're a second late on reacting to a contest, then it'll be considered light. Meaning that if the player you're guarding has great stats and all of his Deadeye badges, then he's most likely making those lightly contested shots, if timed well. Now, as stated by Zach Timmerman in the tweets that I showed in the beginning of the video, Deadeyes got buffed. Now this puts minimum wingspan Myplayers at a severe disadvantage. Not only because of the shot contest rating going severely down, but because of the fact that even if the shot contests weren't affected, your contests are still worse than someone who has a larger wingspan. Your arms are shorter, so you're covering less of the player shooting. Now here's a screenshot of NBA2KLab.com's wingspan test. In the test, NBA 2K Lab showcased 3 different wingspans going up against a created player with a 93-point rating. The percentages were extremely different within each build. Now I'm not going to cover the percentages for heavy contests because you shouldn't be taking those shots. You want to be a good player, and they aren't going to show up as often because in the clips shown in the beginning of the video, you can see that some heavy contact is considered as light in this game. It's all about timing with your contest, and if you're late, then it's going to be a light contest. Keep in mind that this data is all from 2K18, but the concept still stands. The larger the wingspan, the better the contest. Now according to the chart, a player that's not contested and completely open made 51.5% of the shots. Mind you, this is a 93 ball rating. The focus here isn't on the exact percentage of the open shot rating because it can definitely change with 19. It could even change the day after 19. You know, Malou would be playing around with them sliders like if he's a DJ. The focus is how shot contests affect shot percentages. Let's take a look at the minimum and default wingspans. Now looking at minimum wingspans versus default, you'll notice this. The default contest is much more effective because they're making less. They're making 34% instead of the minimum 37%. Bigger arms, better contest. Now for maximum wingspans in 2K18, you can see that the percentage is even lower down further. But players with minimum wingspans won't get torched like last year.
Minimum and maximum wingspans are now much longer and more realistic in my career.
This is true. The minimum wingspan of a 6'3 guard in 19 is equal to the maximum wingspan of a 6'3 guard in 18. Defense is overall much stronger this year. Even the defensive stopper badge got buffed, making lockdowns a much more desirable build to pick. In conclusion, minimum wingspans gives major boosts to shooting but will hurt your defense against jump shots. In NBA 2K, any sharpshooting build has always been the most dominant, and Deadeye being buffed makes them even deadlier. No one likes getting eyed while you play good defense. But the maximum wingspan drawbacks are way too severe. So in my opinion, default wingspan might be the way to go, but if you like the offense that the minimum wingspan gives you, go ahead. Or maybe just put it one tick to the left, because that's what I'm doing with my build. Anyways, that was the end of my analysis on jump shooting and shot contests. Hopefully I convinced you to do something with your wingspans, with your player build. If I got anything wrong in the video, please tell me in the comments or hit me up on my Twitter, @FaultyThing. I'm definitely open to discussion about the game. Anyways, this is FaultyThing, and I'm signing out.